You need money to run a church. You cannot run a church without it. So, there should be some money coming in every time we meet.
Donate money at the church service, right?
That's right, at every church service.
They can make their checks out to the Interfaith Fellowship Church.
You can pay cash, or you can make a check. You can pay cash.
No credit cards yet.
No credit cards.
And it's tax deductible in the United States. Let them know.
Well, they know that. Turn it in. But
So?
You have to have so much money before you can turn it in.
Now, why should people give money?
Because the Lord tells you you should give 10% of your income back to God. And that's giving it to the church. They have bills to pay too.
Because we need money for what?
Who, you?
Yeah, my church. What do we need money for?
You need money to buy pamphlets and literature. If you have a little lunch or breakfast, you need money for that. You can't expect the,
That's right.
You can't expect the person that's giving you a house to have your church in and still furnish it with the food. My good Lord, how cheap can you get? Pretty darn cheap it is.
Well, so the way that I have it set up now is that, like most churches, they pass around a collection plate.
That's the way it should be.
But at my church, what we do is that in front of the podium, or in front of the table where the podium's on, we have this little woven basket. I actually made the basket in school. And it's a basket, and then there's some envelopes that say offering. It has a place for you to write your name, your address, and your amount. That way nobody's using them. Well, what we do is some people use them sometimes. Every once in a while, someone will make an offering, and the reason we
made a mistake, huh?
Yeah. They thought they were paying a bill and they accidentally gave it to us.
They made a mistake.
No, but
I bet they kicked themselves the whole way home. The whole way home. They kicked their ass.
They tried to come back and get it out of the basket. Now, I don't expect visitors to give money. If you're a visitor to our church or you're not a member, I don't really expect you. But
visitors come to our church, so we have a lot of them Sunday, and they all put money in.
Well, what I'm saying is that right now we just use a basket at the front. We don't pass it around. We don't, nobody gets up and takes collection. We just have it at the front on a small table for people to put their own money in if they want. Now, what you're suggesting is
most of them don't want.
Now, what is it that you're suggesting we do? How can we motivate people to give offerings to the church?
I would actually come out and tell them, hey, we can't run this without money. We have to buy pamphlets, we have to buy this, and we have to buy food. I'm not furnishing food anymore.
Well, what I mean is that
so we need money, and preach that you need money.
But won't I be like those preachers on TV who always ask for donations?
That wouldn't be always asking. That would be the first time you did it. So see how they react to it. But tell them.
But here's the thing. Okay, so should we start passing around a collection plate?
Naturally, that's the only way you're going to get any money. If you put a basket out and expect them to give a free will offering, they're not going to do it. They're not going to give a free will. If you don't put the basket, pass it right in front of them, hold it there until, if I was you, I'd pass the basket. I'd hold it in front of them until it put something in.
But they won't. They'll just stare at me and say I don't have...
And if they'd look at you and say, this basket to put something in, money.
They would take out their old tissues and the garbage in the pocket.
I tell them I want money. You can't run a church without money.
What I'm saying is that the whole reason that we didn't pass around collection was I didn't want to be one of those churches that was all about money. Where every time you hear them preach...
Every church passes collection plates.
Yeah,
That's the way they run their church. They couldn't run it if they didn't have it.
But what I think I'm going to do, since I am the pastor general, is I think I'm going to take your advice, and now that I have recorded it, I can review it when I go home. I'll play the tape at the congregation. But so we're going to pass around a collection plate. Now, last but not least, what kind of people go to church but don't give any money when they're there?
Damn cheap.
Pretty damn cheap.
Pretty damn cheap.
Thank you.
It takes money to run a church. It don't run on nothing.
Thank you. God bless you.